What's up, knifelogist? Do something a little different here today. I think I have exclusively reviewed EDC folders on this channel, aside from one fixed blade that was donated by a member, a small custom. But this knife caught my eye, one, because of the cold steel situation with them selling out to a how do I say, the lesser quality company. And two, it seemed like the perfect size knife to me. I wanted to get some of the old stock before the new company took over, in case the quality suffered, and that seems to be the general consensus that it will. This one, and is that the SRK, caught my eye. I couldn't find any of the SRKs other than in Sanmai, and it was a cheaper steel. I don't remember which steel that was, but I wanted it in 3V. 3V, for those who don't know, is a very, very tough steel. Decent edge retention, medium to low corrosion resistance, but in a fixed blade, hard use fixed blade, to me, there's not a lot of better steels out there, especially for the price. I think this knife was $150-ish. The only thing that nearly turned me away from this knife was the fact that it wasn't a full tang. One, I believe the full tang knives are stronger. Number two, it gives me the option, if I want to change the scales later, I can. And I was worried about this being kind of a rubbery substance that it would break down or have problems. I can tell you, after getting it in my hand, I think this will well outlive me. I mean, this stuff is rubbery, but it is crazy hard. I think this will last forever. Look at the thickness of the spine. Super, super hard use knife. It gets a little bit thin at the tip, but so this is not something you're going to be doing 10 hours of batoning a day. This is one you'd have with you just in case you needed to do some batoning, or something really hard use you wouldn't want to do with a folder. I sharpened it and tested it on the sharpness tester, and I think it got the lowest reading of any knife I'd ever sharpened. At first, I thought the Secure-X sheathing was a great option, but after using it for a while, I don't care for it that much. I don't like all of this. I wish it just had a standard belt loop sheath, but it is what it is. It does a great job and holds the knife, and it works. It's just not a fantastic option. I bought this knife 99% for the knife and the steel. It's just got a great shape to it to me. To me, that's a really, really ergonomic and usable shaped knife. Let's look at the size up against a pretty well-known knife. A Medford Slim Midi Marauder. I have, if you're not familiar with that one, I know you'll be familiar with this one. Rat 1. You can see it's not an overbearing huge knife, but I've said before, a little bit of size goes a long way in a knife. A knife that's an inch bigger than another knife is substantially larger. I mean, also, that kind of tells the tale right there. This is my token hard use knife around the house. I mean, there's nothing I won't throw this thing at, and it'll take it and keep coming. This is something I'll just have on my side at the ranch or whatever, just in case you come across something that you just don't want to get your pocket knife into. Super lightweight. Let's check the weight on. reset it. There's that. All right, so it is 5.5 ounces, 5.4 ounces. I mean, that's crazy light. Let's check it with the sheet, because the sheet does have a little bit of weight to it. 8 ounces. I mean, for a fixed blade, that's light. That's light for that hard use of a knife. Anyway, that's the Cold Steel Master Hunter. It's the new old stock before the new company took over. This is another fixed blade I came across in a pawn shop. This was pawn shop treasure. And I got a deal on this one. It was really cheap and it was in like new condition, but the only strike it had against it, it was PVD coated. Y'all know I'm 100% against PVD coating. So I removed the finish and did a hand rub satin. It's a little bit dirty from being in the sheath, but I did a hand rub satin finish on it, and I think it turned out extremely well. I think it's a good looking knife now. Probably end up, I don't know, I may end up keeping this one. It's a pretty cool little knife. I think they retail for like $110 suggested retail. Got this for $35 at a pawn shop. Not a bad deal. Like I said, I get those deals once every couple of months. Some people think that I just walk into a pawn shop and there's always a gold mine knife sitting there. That's not the case. So anyway, the Cold Steel Master Hunter in 3V. I'd pick one up, but I would do it in a hurry before the new models come out. We don't know what those are going to entail, or if the quality is going to take a beating or what. So these may be the last of them. Guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching. God bless you and your families. Say a prayer for our country.